Hey friends, this is Doorbeth, that Yarney Zebra, coming back at ya. Like I promised that I would do when I was going to patch up my quilt. Let me say, blanket. And when I found this yarn right here, cafe latte, cafe latte, I knew that it was my favorite color of my blanket that had a hoe in it. Now, I possibly had overestimated the hoe, um, but I grabbed up my little container that has all my stitches, and well, stitch markers, embroidery hoops. Let's see what's all. Goodness, y'all. This one is aluminum, so it's not going to be all conglomerated up with all of this metal stuff. So all of this, to include these two big needles. Wow. Let me look at this one. No, I don't think I can. I don't think I can get. Come on, come on, focus. I don't think I can get my yarn through that to um, patch this baby up. I'm just going to slide all of these in there. Yes, this is a magnetic teacup. Let's see if I can hold this stuff, and there we go. It's like a little magnetic teacup that grabs on to all the needles and things that are in here, so you don't lose them when you start to shake something out, like an aluminum embroidery needle or yarn needle. Now, I do have several different kinds. This is the one that came with my Addy, and it's just not really sharp. This red one I'm going to keep out. Uh, this very interesting one came from Timu. And it looks like a fish line right here that has been squished really tight so it doesn't come loose. So you can do your sewing in your ends with this one. I like it. But I'm going to go with this red one right here. I have my scissors in here as well. And let's get started repairing, maybe. I sort of went overboard. I might have to pull some stitches out, and that's okay. I don't care to frog back. So I'm gonna frog. I'm gonna frog back a row. Don't you love how that's the perfect color? I'm loving it. I am loving it. Mm. Now there's two sides here. I see I've got some either Sugar Lumpa's hair or Maya hair. They both shed. Lucky doesn't shed. But I think I'm going to flip this over. Let you see it from this side and how the patch is going to work. Yeah. Looks sort of like a heart. I probably could cut the circle a little more But you know what? I'm okay. And I think that that is going to be just right for me. It's not going to be perfect, but you know what? It's going to be patched. And that's the main thing that I'm working on right now is to patch this up. Now, I did try to find my hook that is small enough to go into here. Um, so I could just crochet the yarn on, but y'all, this needle does okay getting through this material. I love this side of my blanket. This is the softest side of all. And this one feels like those old blankets we would get under as kids back in the day, and they would peel. You could sit and pinch the stuff off of it. This is not my favorite side. This one is. So I am actually wanting to get my stitch marker out, or a couple stitch markers out, and hold this in place so that I can get started on sewing this baby up. Yeah, that's what I want to do. It's definitely not a perfect circle, and that's fine because this is a patchwork of a blanket who some people are saying throw it away. Just mm-hmm. Just toss that. You don't need it. Yes, I do. It's one of my favorites. Just going to go in here and pull up. I know. I didn't bring my hook in here with me. Just going to go right in here where I did the slip stitch. I'm just going to pull this through and snug it down. All right, so there is the circle, and it is to no effect to me whether or not um, it's a perfect circle. Now, if I can get my space back over here. And since this is the part that's going to be touching me, I'm going to go ahead and slide this under. Yeah. If you hear any scratching going on, there's puppies on the outside wanting in. This is where I pulled my little magic ring, and you can see you can make it really snug. And of course, I probably should go ahead and just go ahead and hook that stuff up, y'all. Like, hide it so it's not in our way. And this is just the way that you would do any other uh, end tie-in business. I just go through and on through here, get it going, y'all, and then you turn around and bring it the other way. And that's just one way to get this out of your way where you're not having to look at it, not having to see it, not having to have it undo or loosen up, and just do what you know do with your needle and get that thing totally invisible. Yeah. we know where it is, but other people, they could care less. I'm going to bring it back down just real quick. Um, and of course, repairing stuff is something I learned from Mama Bays. When we grew up, um, there was no extra do-re-mi to go out and buy it. That's one of the reasons Mama um, sewed most of our clothes. And let me tell you, that was a lesson that helped me over all these years of sewing and making my own children's clothes. Absolutely. We're just going to snip that right there and put that aside. But what we have now is this end here. This is just the end that we finished our crocheting with. Y'all, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And I'm really thinking, since this is the part that touches me, that's my favorite part, I'm going to turn this over and we're going to just go. Sort of looks like a heart, doesn't it? Close, close, close. I love this. I want it to show. I want it to be beautiful. And I know, crazy. I'm crazy like that. I want it to show. So, somebody said, what in the world is that on your blanket? It is what it is. Y'all, just got this brilliant idea. I'm going to split this yarn. I'm going to split it with the two. There we go. I'm going to split it. And we're going to just stitch on around with it. I know I probably had it split the other way first, but let's just make this happen, okay? Let's just make it happen. Take it down to the bottom. There you go. Take it to the very end. And this is where it's going to take place. And I know I wasn't live recording this, but that's fine. I am just showing you exactly how I am patching my blanket that I love. Y'all, I'm looking through the tripod and doing this at the same time. So if I look like I'm losing part of my know-how, it's because I am trying my best to do this while holding on. Now, I am getting into here to grab some stuff to help me along with this project, even if it's just a couple extra needles that are going to hold the material, sort of the same way doing stitch marker stuff. What I want to do with these two I'm going to hook it straight into the piece of fleece. I guess that's how we can call it, fleece. Ah, there we go. Got that side. And I'll do this one. Maya's pretty, what is it? She's pretty upset that I'm in here and she isn't. She wants to be right in the middle of everything. Okay, so I'm going to try to hold that, see where we are. I'm loving it already. Of course. What she heard probably was one of those workers over there getting their lunch break, and they scratch off and act crazy, act a fool. That's the word Mama used. They act a fool over there. Guys, I want to make sure that, yeah, we're covered on that end. I'm so excited about this. I would love to have that crochet hook that is just really, really thin and just do my crocheting right in here. But you see that I'm just doing like this, making sure we don't have a knot that's going to get tangled up. We don't want to deal with that. Okay, there's one stitch and push it through, 2 stitches. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to have this working. Listen, I slept with it even with the hose. I didn't care because this is my favorite and warmest blanket, y'all, on my bed. I say that, and if you look over here, you see this big one right here. I love this one too, but it's just not comfortable. And as big as and fluffy as that looks, it's thin. This one, Lordy day. Can't even talk about all of the reasons why I love it. Okay, let's get our stitch. Let's get our needle in here, right there. And up through this side. Y'all might have to go back and do a little more. I don't like the pucker. But we are getting there. I'm excited. Absolutely. Bless your heart for hanging out. I'm going to move this one and put it back in this gizmo. Guys, you know, I will tell you, this was a puppy treat bag. Yeah. Had puppy treats in it. I mean, did I say bag? Why? Why does my brain put words in my mouth that I don't want to use? Yeah, that happens. All right, so there's that. I want to come back up, but I want to make sure that I have my fleece hooked up. There we go. Guys, we're coming around the circle. We're coming around the circle. I'm going to flatten that out so we can see where we've already worked. Yes. And I can see that this part is going to have to finish for us. But let's get this on over here. I'm going to lift it up from this side, making sure that we are not leaving out the fleece. We're going to put our hook our needle right in here. Put the hook down in there. We're going to come up on the side right here. Absolutely making sure we're going through the fleece and the yarn. There we go. Look, y'all, I'm telling you, I'm excited about fixing this. I couldn't tell you, thanks for asking, how long this hole has been in here. Over a year, over a year and a half, maybe. Something got washed in the laundry July 2023. Yeah, July 2023, and caused a scuffle with the material. Not getting along together. Let's go ahead and take this stitchy marker out, put it away. I'm excited, y'all. We're getting there. Pull that nice and snug. And, yep, I'm excited. We're getting closer. Let me see what we have. Okay. Yep, we're doing it. We're doing it. Lift that up so you can see where we are. And we're going to go through there. Turn our needle. And bring it right back. Whoop. Let's not lose our thread off of there. I hope you guys can see. I have my tripod, literally the one that hangs around your neck, and you have to look through the tripod and the camera to see what you're doing. So if I am looking awkward, that would be why. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, I'm excited, you all. We're getting there. I want to make sure. Yep, got to make sure that we go straight in to that wonderful flannel blankie. Guys, I was going to say, you know, being able to repair this probably couldn't have really happened in such a perfect color, because this beautiful yarn, this little cafe latte, I didn't have that until I found it at a Goodwill in Louisville, Kentucky. Yes, Louisville, Kentucky. I found it and I was like, oh my goodness. And did I know that was in the box? No, because I did not get into the box and bring all the goodies out until, guys, we're almost there, but I don't want to be working and lose my needle because I'm out of goodness, Yarney goodness. So we're going to just do this again. I know, watching me trying to get this hooked. It's probably blinding you because it's out of focus. Now we're going to go this way, and I'm going to reach up under here. I'm going to reach up like this. Plug it in to the flannel on this side. Yes. And go up. There. We're working it, y'all. It is happening. It's happening. Okay, let me pull this through. Gotta have the right piece. with the tail. There you go. Now, get it all nice and ready. I did put on my big giant, um, what do they call those? Snuggie. Yes, I did put on my big giant Snuggie over my clothes and go walk my babies. I did. And I didn't care who was looking from across the street. Doesn't matter. I will say that I had on double what I've seen people wear into Walmart. So I'm good. Look, guys, check it out. We're here at this end. And what I want to do is just make a little knot here after I get this tail out of the way. Make a little knot right here. Not a knot that will cause it to pucker, but just a little knot where I can secure this. And listen, this is so done. You want to see the other side? I know I still haven't taken care of this end, but let's see how bad I did on the other side. Hey, that's okay. I like it. Now I'm going to come and do some stitches just right around in here to give it a little more security just in case sweet Maya, who does sleep in my bed with me, doesn't decide that this is a frisbee and she wants to toss it or scratch it or bite it. Yeah, I do want to bring my needle through to this side and work on a little bit of securing this part. I know the tripod keeps falling, and I apologize in advance, you all. I'm wearing this tripod that's supposed to go around my neck. I'm wearing it on my shoulder right now, so it looks like one of those off the shoulder shirts. What do they call those? Peekaboo shoulder or something weird. Anywho, I'm just going to snug this in so it is not easy to come off or be enticing to little puppy wuppies. So I took the babies out, and if you're new here, I'm talking about my fur babies. I took them out to do their business after I did my live earlier, and they did, and then I fed them. So I'm hoping they're in there eating. Some of the food they have is not their favorite because they like food that looks like people food. Yeah. So sometimes they just look at their food and leave it. And it's the good wet stuff. And they just leave it, and Sugar Lumpus, the cat, will go over and sniff it a little bit. And if he thinks that it's a nasty smelling food, I'll tell you what, that cat, he will try to cover it like he covers his doo-doo in the litter box. Cats are a sight. All right, guys, we're working this. And we're coming up to 30 minutes of sewing. So I don't want to uh, keep you all for very much longer. I am getting uh, this business taken care of. I'm getting ready to sneak right on over to to this side, and then we will be done using all this yarn up to go around and just make a little more security for my security blanket. Is it okay if I call it my security blanket? It's my favorite. I've had it for a very long time. And getting rid of it was not an option, especially when you can get out your darning needle. Is this a yarning needle or a darning needle? Both. And do a little happy repair. And trust me, I'm excited about this being repaired. All right. Perhaps I can take a little picture of the repair in just a jiffy. Okay, guys. I'm going to sew in this end. I'm going to turn this over, give you a look-see at this, and this little piece here is getting ready to be sewn in. Thank you guys for watching. God bless you real big. And come and hang out again sometime.